Day 3. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am C-Mac. On the left of me, I have my brother. And on the right of me, I got the one, the only, Big Chris.
DJ Big Chris, the Grand Imperial Big Chris, a.k.a. the Walking Big Body.
This is From the Drive to the Driveway. We did it your way, now try it our way. Now sit back and have some fun, buckle your seatbelts, and let's have a conversation.
Okay.
Let's go. Welcome, 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 everybody. Welcome back to From the Drive to the Driveway. Yes.
What's going on, man?
How we doing? Try it our way.
What up, big
Could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with us today, tonight. And we appreciate you. Now sit back, buckle up, and enjoy the ride. Or should I say the conversation?
Yes, sir.
Big
Chris, what up, man?
What's good, everybody? How's everybody doing today?
Hey, man, we doing good, man. How you, man?
I'm straight, man. Praise God first and foremost.
Jesus,
the Most High,
living God.
It's National Wednesday.
You know, to the one and only Jesus Christ, man.
Man.
He's the only one that will make things like this possible.
Yes, sir. Talk that talk.
What's good, though? Everybody good? Everybody had a good week thus far?
Hey, man, you know me, man. Where I'm at, I just break up fights all damn day, man.
Like I said, it's National Wednesday.
National Wednesday?
If you're blessed enough to be here every week, this happens midweek, every week.
Yes, sir.
National Wednesday today. National.
National Wednesday. I like that.
Everywhere on the planet, it's Wednesday.
Yes. Well, I wanted to talk to you, Walter. How How you been? How's the journey?
I'm in the house.
I think you got your name was Walter for a second.
Walter. Yeah. Well, no, I was thinking of what I would tell you how I could say it, other than what it says on the prompter. Walter Stackhouse. I'm in the house stacking
all day long,
doing what I can behind the scenes. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Weekend trips and things.
Yeah. Flew out, flew back. You know, big hitter. You know.
Yes, sir. Hold on.
What, you tore him up down there, big?
Well, I went to visit my lady for a couple days.
Oh, all right. I thought you might have get one of them big, huge parties.
Well, we ain't got to that yet, but we get to the business. We'll get there.
Copy. How did A treat you? It treated you good?
Yeah.
Nice.
So the topic,
that's about the way it is, huh? Well, listen, man. Today's topic, I would like to touch on this conversation, and this actually, this nonsense I seen, as of lately, the glorification of celebrities, man. And I just wanted to see what you guys, have a conversation with you guys and anybody else. If you want to chime in, please chime in, comment, subscribe, share, join us. You're more than welcome. I just wanted to start off like, how do you guys feel about the glorification and on how these kids glorifying these celebrities nowadays? It's the kids, not just the kids, but the celebrities and their peers. You know what I'm saying? I find it kind of, I don't want to say offensive. It's not offensive, but I just think it's I don't know how old we have to be, especially in our community and culture. We seem to, feel like, because somebody has a lot of money and things, they're to be glorified, and specifically, when I was chatting with the bro Ski earlier about it, I would like to have, talk about the Book of Hope. I watched it.
Oh, so this is a show?
He had like a documentary. It was like more like a documentary, you know, when it came down to I guess I don't know, what is it, a museum he did or whatever.
Okay.
It's like a museum. He has like all his masters, everything he did in his lifetime as far as being a hip hop artist. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what he put in there to represent him. Now, for me, I think that's okay. Like to show his accomplishments if he wants to do it that way. Yeah, but that's to me like a little, you know, even though like we just said, we talked about offline, you know, I don't, you know, if he's doing it for himself, that's one thing. But then when you really come to think about it, that's, you know, a
He's being
form of
pompous.
pride. It's a form of pride.
Yeah, he's being pompous.
You know what I'm saying? Like, why do you have to put all your stuff? I don't know. Like, again, maybe it's just, you know, the way the celebrity is. And I know how Hove always been. He called it, hence the name Hove. You know what I'm saying? Like, he feels he's the God MC. You know what I'm saying? But he's putting all his like his whole repertoire out there to let people know like he's the God MC. But my main thing is, you know, it's not only him feeling himself like that, but like he got his peers, younger kids, and you know, kind of like everybody. Like he's like I feel like a borderline Pope. Like Pope think he's God on earth, which is no God. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no God on earth. You know what I'm saying? And I don't mind him. I don't mind whole. You know, if he call himself the God MC, you know, all right, cool. That's one thing. But when all of them guys like all his peers, like fellow, and what I'm gonna say, rappers and things of that nature, you know, it's just like they bow down to him, and it's getting to me. I feel it's getting a little too, you know, it's getting too heavy, man. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to chat about it today.
Yeah, man. Sometimes people choose who they want their God to be, man.
Facts,
You know,
facts.
because you can't be serving Christ if you're doing that kind of stuff. You know,
That's right. Well,
it's almost like you bowing down to a human being. And there's only
yes.
one person, and there's only one man that you can bow down to, and it's the man that died on the cross that nobody else would do in their life. Not even a brother or sister probably will say, "Hey, you'll die for me." You know, no. The answer is most likely no. You know, so
You
I
know,
don't know. They already pick who their Lord and Savior is. I would say.
because I look at it like every time like the guy does something, it's just granted, I get it, but as Black America and our culture, we got to stop that, man, because again, we all talk about we believe in, most of us, you know, I don't know how many of us
Yeah,
said we believe in God and stuff. And but if you believe in God, and especially the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, he said you can't have two masters. You
right.
can't serve two masters.
He's a just God.
You know what I mean? You can't serve two masters. And I feel like that's what everyone is doing just because this man is a billionaire. And I know he brought a lot to the culture. He brings in
I agree.
he you know, he's a philanthropist, everything. I have nothing against Hope. Like I said, for me, my personal opinion, he's my number one all-time favorite rapper of all times. You know what I mean? I always say it's between him and Esco. You know what I'm saying? But why I would put him on is because he's just a little bit more established, and it's not like it's like, oh, you know, I'm putting them against each other. Nah, like Esco is straight.
Respect.
That's it, the street.
Respect.
You know what I mean? But Hove took our genre to another, you know, to another plateau. You know what I'm saying? And but my thing is, I feel like he took it to such a plateau where everybody is looking at him like he's just some type of God on earth, and that's where the problem lays. That's where the problem lays with me.
They're taking what started as a play on words.
Yes.
J Hove. So like if what they were doing at the time was they're playing on words. Okay, I'm the best. You guys, any rapper that proceeds to rap will always look up to me as if I'm the god of him seeing, which is out of line as far as concerned, I wouldn't care if he never made another record. Like after he did it, I wouldn't care if he had never made another record. I thought he was the best I had ever heard when I got the promo. But what it's taken out of context sometimes. And yeah, people say things that that we as Christians we don't believe. I just don't play around with certain things. I just don't play around with them.
Facts.
And the thing is, because of his position and where he ended up and some of the moves that he's made, that one line everybody copied and kept saying he's a God MC or this is a God MC. There's no such thing as any other kind of God other than God.
That's right.
Okay, so for me, is the play on words is inappropriate for me. Okay, and I understand how it became where it is now. Now, when they put the museum together, the showcase of his rise to stardom, they call it the Book of Hove because we've been calling him Hove since he said Jehovah. We've been
Facts.
calling him Hove. So that's all marketing. Again, I don't agree with the whole part because even though I'm not Jehovah's Witness, that is their religion. Whatever they do is how they do it. That's how they're going to do it. What I'm saying, the play on word, they took it to the extreme when they came up with the book of Hove. Because now there is no book of Hove, but it's a play on words and it's a marketing scheme. I get it, but how far do you dip to market something to make it work?
Guys, 1 second. I'm gonna excuse myself real quick.
And for me, cousin, you can't. There's certain depths that you don't dip to make it work. You know what I'm saying? The book of Hove, like the movie, the book of Eli. Okay, the book of Jacob, the book of Job. These are actual books in the Bible. What you're telling me is that this what is it called? The display of his career is the book of the God MC. This is how it became what we call the God MC. You know what I'm saying? So I get it and I understand it, and it's how you say it's an ingenious way to present it, but at the same time, because of who I am and what I believe in and the things that we don't do, I don't use God in marketing.
I agree because I'm the same. I can't do that.
Words and how dope is it that we call Hove all this time, and then so this is the book. We're gonna open the book of his life. We open the book up. So we don't call it the book of J. We call it the book of Hove.
Yeah.
Hove, Jehovah, God.
Yeah.
I get it.
But
to expand, it's like I'll be on social media. You know I'm on social media because I promote. Anybody that follows me knows I promote, on the daily. Sometimes I do all my posts in a day and I schedule them.
Yes.
That's a marketing secret. You learn it. It's not that hard to find out. Type it in, Google, find it out, have at it. Okay. But what I see is, let's say Busta Rhymes has a birthday.
Yes.
And my cousin will type, and not my cousin, not literally, but my cousin will type, big birthday shout to the big bus.
Yes.
And then my birthday come around. You know me 40 years. I get a text, but you won't say happy birthday in front of all the same people.
Yep.
Man that you don't know. Or you so bent out of shape when one of these couples break up.
Yeah.
You so involved in their life and their life decisions that you don't pay the same attention to the people that are close to you and mean so much.
I was just about to say mean so much.
When we lose one of our own, it breaks our heart. You know what I'm saying? But you don't show them the love the whole time like you show somebody that doesn't even know you exist outside of a number.
That's a fact.
If I know I sold 1,752 albums. You might be that 5-1. That's the only thing I know about is that you purchased an album.
Facts.
That's it. I don't know, and I got a million happy birthdays. So we got to stop taking people that we don't know, people we don't know personally, people that we didn't struggle with, people that aren't in our lives at all, and stop glorifying them to a point.
Yep.
Like their family. That's what we're doing.
Yep.
We're saying what's up to people that are just scrolling past what you're saying, and then the people that actually need your support. Yep. Because we have friends out there that are struggling.
Facts.
Simple hello and inclusion in certain things. And no, we're not here to baby our friends. I don't want nobody to think, okay, you got to baby your friends and get them right. No. You have to include the people that mean something into your daily. Okay? If you what they call them now, they call them creators or something, or
digital creators.
Yeah, digital creators and influencers. If that's what you are, you have that title. You up to 6,000-7,000 people. When did you? I don't know 6,000-7,000 people. I know how many people may know me. You feel me? Like, I understand that you may know me, and I say this. And sometimes when I'm fronting, somebody will say, "What's your name?" I said, "My name is DJ Big Chris. Google it." You feel me? Like that's just me fronting, though. But it's real. Like it's real. Like
that's offending.
I'm not up here joshing you. And my man would say when I was working at Armani, "Yo, Chris, are you joshing me?" You know what I mean? But we don't pay attention to the people that's real close. I know people got 10,000 followers, and then they do a post and they get 18 likes. Okay, so either you bought them or you don't know none of them, and ain't none of them following you back.
Right.
Like they followers, but they ain't following. You understand what I'm saying? You can do all of that. These are all like I'm on the apps every day. So, and I'm behind as far as knowledge. I'm behind, but I know that I can follow you and never see anything you put up. You feel me?
True.
So I think that's what we're doing. There's way too much. There's way too much of that, and we're alienating the people that actually matter.
The loved ones,
We're alienating the people that matter, and you're not sitting there. And to be honest, I can't remember before this weekend. I can't remember that I watched a movie in one sitting.
Really?
Why? Because I get up and I do something else. I go over there. I pause the movie.
Connected.
And I play with the scrolling. I look at some reels. Reels is like TV to me because these people on this planet are so funny
and different.
Like, we took it at face value.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, like we're putting too much value on what the real is. Like during the pandemic, people made hundreds and hundreds of millions of reels, and you can scroll all day.
Mm-hmm.
Because
I still do on YouTube.
Yeah, people are genuinely funny, man.
Yep.
You know what I mean? You don't have to really try that hard, and you can make people laugh because when regular people are funny, it's because it's something that you're going through as well.
Okay.
A slip and fall in the stove. Like if I was to take me and you going to the store and you trip and fall by the sign that says wet floor, 1 million people would laugh and click because they've been close to doing the same thing. That's what makes normal people funny.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? That's what makes.
And you don't have to try too hard because it's the personality.
And that's the thing. When these skits are put up, they hit or miss. Yep. If you pay attention, like if you watch reels the way I watch them sometimes, and there are times I'll take days off, promise you. But the reels that are most funny, Kurt or Corey, are the ones that portray or reenact what actually happens out here. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You know what I mean? I was watching a reel, and it was dealing with a crazy girlfriend, right?
Yep. Right off top.
He wanted to go out, and she said, "Go ahead, have a good time."
Oh, I seen this one.
You see, your boy Big Ja, hilarious. I mean, hilarious. Like that's how That's how crazy girlfriends are. Like you understand what I'm saying? Like
This one was with that kid Trav Q. It was
yeah,
he said
like okay, yeah, the dark skinned dude with the Puerto Rican girl, or she looked like
yeah.
Ja. I thought it was Big Ja, but
My fault, fellas.
you understand how that worked, and
Wow.
we put so much emphasis on that kind of thing, and not the person right next to you. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Whereas when I tag people, I ain't never tagging nobody that I don't know.
That's a
I don't
fact.
do a whole lot of happy birthday shout outs to people I don't know. I shout out people that I actually know that they understand, because I'm not going to be putting, like I said, Busta Rhymes on Front Street for his birthday. And I met the dude when he was in Leaders of the New School. It's the last time I met him. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So I met him, in 91. You know what I'm saying? What is that? 34 years ago?
Yes, sir.
33.
Why? What are you talking about?
My math is purposely off. I know it's only 32 years. For anybody listening, I just did that on purpose. Just for content. That's how it works. You say something like that, and then people are beraging you because you can't add. But I actually can add pretty well. And Chris can co-sign that. You know?
But now, about what you were saying about Buster?
No, I was talking about the how Hove was a play on words, and how, it's genius marketing, but we don't market God. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Market God. And I was saying an example is Buster's birthday will come up and you'll shout Buster out like he knows you, but you won't shout me out in public. Like you'll text me, happy birthday, big guy, but you won't do the same you do for somebody that you don't know, because you want to be you look up to him more so than somebody you came up with that's doing okay. And when I say doing okay in the hood, is we all know what doing okay in the hood is. You get to go to work every day. The lights are on when you hit the switch.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Your food is good when you take it out the fridge, because it ain't been in there a week. You ain't trying to savor it from Monday to Saturday. You know what I mean?
For sure.
So we need to stop, as opposed to glorifying people that are not looking at us, paying us no attention. We can't continue to do that, and that's what you alluded to when you were talking about the Book of Hov. It's like, we're gonna put this whole story. Who is the story for? Like, people ask me all the time, like, who is the story for? If you put the Book of Hov out there in the museum, yo, Big, you going down and watch the museum? No, I was there. I seen the whole thing.
Yeah, exactly.
I seen it. The first song I got was 22 Twos. I bring it up in every conversation. People talk about they want to do battle songs. I bring up 22 Twos, but I can't do that because people weren't in the spot in 94 when I got the record, and to hear a song that savvy at that time, what it did to us. You know what I mean?
For sure.
But at the same time, I thought he was the best I ever heard, but he's not God Almighty. You know what I mean? Not to me, he's a man. If somebody came up to the next to him and cut across his elbow with a brick or something, just moving bricks, he would never be in a situation where construction is going on. But you understand what I'm saying? If he was to skin his knee, it would bleed the same manner as mine, unless he's anemic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's the only difference. So he's the same as me. He's just made a better way for himself.
So exactly.
Is he as happy as I am? Is he as happy as I am?
He's not no more than what we are, man.
Is the success? Is he happy as I am because of the success, or just because of who he is and who he wanted to be and what he wanted to be? I guess that's what the Book of Hov is about, showing you who he is, where he came from, and what he set out to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I get it. That's cool.
Nah, I do too. But a lot, again, I was just pretty much saying, like, it's even with the peers, his peers. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like it's just like, you know what I mean? The way they glorify him is like you said, like if one of your people know you one of your peers that you grew up with, right? And your birthday, but they'll text you, but they'll shout out the you know, but the kids nowadays, how they call it, clout chasing or whatever, that's what that is. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? 'Cause you shout his name out. What does that like? What is that going to do for him?
Yeah, I heard worse than that, man. I just heard one of our guys we like, you know what I'm saying, say, yo, man, I had to, yo, the brunch was so good. The brunch was so crazy. I'm glad I cleaned up the beef that him and I had. And so I get, and I'm just saying, like, yo, he's another dude, man.
But that's what this conversation is about tonight.
And
Like
I'm
it's the
sitting here.
glorification of celebrity. Like we do that, but more than us is like the people he around every day. Like they can't wait to go. You know, oh snap, we gonna go.
Word.
You know what it is? We gonna do that. Yo, I mean, bro, like you're already a celebrity. Like you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
but
Like
that's and
you
that's
gotta
and
go
that,
above and beyond. You know?
and that was my point. I was gonna say you're a celebrity, but you gotta clear your whole being up like he's some type of god or something, man. And you must clean yourself up really in real life to get with Almighty. You feel me? So I it's dudes be making me laugh. When Jones, I'll just say Jones. When I heard him say that, I'm like, man, you dudes is some suckers, man.
But that's why
Some
I
suckers.
wanted to spark this conversation.
Wow.
I just didn't because I'm like I don't understand what is going on. I get it, but see, but there we go again. Like we talking about why they doing it,
Double-edged sword.
kind of, because they not doing it. First, again, it's the evil. Is the root of all evil. It's money. That's what they doing
I
it for.
was just gonna say
You
too.
understand what I'm saying? Like Jay-Z is just he
Top
not
tier.
just Jay-Z anymore. The dude is a conglomerate.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So it's like by everybody's just trying to get underneath them, and you know, there's like when you know, and every time they talk about him, like you hear anybody talk about the big homie, and you know what I'm saying, and then and you know, to each their own. That's out there to all the celebrities. If you do happen to come across this podcast, Hove yourself or Bleak, any of y'all, listen, man, I ain't hating. Like I said, to me, I'm a Christian man now. That used to be, I am hip hop because that's what I grew. I'm from it, you know. But it ain't no hate. It ain't none of that. I'm just saying, as a man, you know, at the end of the day, I can't find myself like under a guy just because he's a billionaire or
Yeah, man, we
money and stuff
dudes,
like
man.
that. I can't find myself, you know, glorifying them and like,
Nah,
yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, did you get asking another grown man, yo, did you get the invite to the brunch? Or
yeah,
I don't get that. Like, I feel like that's a little lame. And honestly, I really feel when sometimes because I feel like I got like I'm saying from my own personality, how I am. I'm that dude too. I feel like him and I are kind of similar in a certain type of way. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Because for me, I
facts.
look at that like
Listen
being
to people
corny.
1000, baby.
Whole career, listening to some of his raps, I'm like, yo, this dude is definitely talking about me.
You know what I'm saying?
You know,
You,
Facts.
used
you know,
to be like that, and that's the. I mean, double-edged devil's advocate of the flip side, because I don't like to say the other word. Advocate of the flip side is some of the guys that are really close to him.
yeah.
I understand how it's like, for instance, the one rapper, the Tennessee rapper. I understand he was 15 when he started with him. So
Cool.
the Tennessee rapper, I'm not gonna say his whole name.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out who. Oh, okay. Double
Yeah.
T in the last name or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
The first rapper, the only rapper that stayed with him.
From Tennessee?
Nah,
No.
yo,
All right, so I'm gonna move on. We'll talk about that off air.
yeah.
All right.
About that too, Corey, because I'm tired of you doing that to me.
What I did?
Okay, yeah, we'll talk.
All right.
The fact that he came up under him as like a little brother.
Brother, facts.
So I understand, like, guys that I came up under,
Mhm.
there are instances where they can do no wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like they can do no wrong. This dude looked out for me like my big brother. He's a bishop now, so he can't do no wrong anyway. You know what I'm saying? But
Mhm.
there was nothing you could tell me about my big brother that I wasn't going to defend him.
Cop.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I get that part. I understand it. You know, but for the guys that, the team guys, the guys that are on the team now, the guys that were in the rap game themselves, that are their own entities, I don't understand. I don't understand how you feel the need to always put this man or any of them ahead of yourself, because I could never do it because I had two boys in the house. I wasn't gonna bring that home. I was gonna bring individual. Okay, yeah, well, he's the one, he's the guy. And I said, no, I'm the guy. I went to work. I did my 2 hours. I tore the house down. Period. That's it. That's all you need to know. Whether the next guy did a good job or not, when I came home, I tore the house down, and I wasn't embellishing. I was telling the truth. I tore it down.
Facts.
That's what it is. Big Chris came in, tore it down. That's it. But I don't understand how they don't still have that same mentality, because that is hip hop.
Mhm.
Point blank.
Competition. That's what it's been.
Yeah, it's been that from the beginning. I just don't
From day
get
one.
it. I don't get it. And the fact, for me, it's really the fanatics that place these stars and these reality stars ahead of
Yep.
your
Yep.
own people. It's just is I mean, I can't say it enough. I don't understand it. How is it important to you? Like there's a woman on TV and a dude. They were together. He had his face all painted up with tats, and the girl, she got teeth missing, and they both got 4 or 5 million followers. Now I get it. I understand. That controversy sells. And they were always under a cloud or something, and there was always something going on. But now there's a baby involved. Like, I seen a post where she had a baby, and you know how small babies are, man.
Yep.
And for me, I was just so concerned for the baby, because if you have shown me that you can't take care of yourself, you can't be careful with yourself, how are you going to do that with that little tiny baby? It's just for me, it's nerve wracking. Like, nobody nearby, and the reason why we're having this, like, this conversation is about uplifting people that you don't know. And there are
Yes.
people that are saying, "Oh, then let her keep her baby." No, 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 no. Nobody's saying take her baby.
Baby, that's
I'm
a fact.
saying somebody pull her to the side and explain to her that that's a baby now. You're in
Yeah.
charge of a whole nother life. It ain't you running around reckless. It ain't you jumping on the hood of a car, going 30 and jumping off, spraining your knee and doing it again tomorrow. It's a baby. It has no clue what's going on. And that's the thing. It's like, we gotta, the same way you big them up is the same way you gotta pull them to the side.
Yeah,
When
for sure. And show some correction.
if enough people say, listen, if enough people say, we think you can parachute off George Washington Bridge in New York, get to it. If she say, yo, I need 1 million likes, and Pepsi's gonna sponsor me jumping off the GW with a parachute, she'll do it. How about Pepsi sponsor her taking care of that child for 2 million likes, and get her some help for that? You know what I'm saying? But we everything focuses on the wrong thing.
And I'm a segue off of that. Is it just Black America though?
Not at all.
Huh?
Not at all.
Facts. And here's the other thing: is it teaching the generation the wrong? It's teaching the generation of today. They already in a messed up situation, but when they see things like this, it's just like they getting taught like the wrong God to glorify. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? They glorifying the almighty dollar because of a person with the almighty dollar. You know what I mean? And I just feel like at the end of the day, this is what's going to damn. This is another version of Sodom and Gomorrah all over again.
Touchdown.
You know, and I wanted to, you know, touch on that because like these kids, that's all they seeing is the glitz and the glamour. You know what I'm saying? And we got to teach them different, man, because this is where they supposed to be running the country in 20 years.
Yeah.
I mean, hopefully.
How's that going to work out?
How's that going to work out, man? You know what I mean?
We always talk about it like where I work at. We always talk about and this is our future. You know what I mean? And rightfully so. Look what's going on in this world, man. It's them running the grown up.
Everybody trying to run to the brunch.
Ain't it something new? Like, yeah, that's the new thing.
That's the new thing.
Trying to run to the brunch. Like, I mean,
that's a form of idolization, man.
You know,
that to me is a form of idolization. And you know, I just feel as a grown man, I don't want to be, like I said, I want to give it props where props is due. But at the end of the day, I don't want to be one of them dudes, you know what I'm saying? Like, again, because again, I'm not hating. I just feel bad for them brothers, man. Like they want to be a part of something. You know what I mean? They want to literally be a part of the, you know, the Billionaires Boy Club. You know what I'm saying? But put the work in. I say put the work in
and earn.
Leave, you know, kind of leave some of that jewelry alone. Invest like how Hov. Literally, the book of Hov, take a book out of his museum.
Yeah.
And see, you know, and see what you can do as you know, like try to, you know, be better, but at the same time, man, try to get Christ in your life at the same time, you know.
And like I saw him do a video on the morning show with Gail. And Hope.
Oh, okay.
And he was talking, and he said this before. If he's actually said it in some of his rhymes, he said, I'm not telling you to sell crack. I did that.
Yeah, exactly.
You gotta go through that.
Oh, did that? Facts.
So, at what point are you going to listen to what he's actually saying as opposed to what he achieved through saying it? You know? Yeah. All they're looking at is the achievement, the monetary achievements. Nobody's looking at the hard work.
That's why it's the word earn. I said earn.
Yeah, it's just for me, it's just weird. And again, we go through a lot of stuff that's it just doesn't make any sense. But how can and like you say, whose fault is it? You said this times.
Yo, and again, I'm not, you know what I mean? To each their own, you know what I'm saying? I just look at it as being like, I'm a man at the end of the day. You know, I got mad love for, you know, Hov and for what he has done to the game, for the game. You know what I'm saying? He's like I said, he's a conglomerate. And I get the fact that like it ain't even just about Hov. I'm just saying in general, celebrities in general too. But Hov is that dude that he made hip hop, you know, he showed dudes like, yo, if you stay consistent and you're all into something, you can make it work for you. And I'm all right with that. You know what I'm saying? It's just like I said, it's a glorification by putting him on a pedestal in the plateau, like he God Almighty. You know what I mean? On earth. You know what I'm saying? That's where the problem lays with me. And it is not no problem for me. I want to again, but I just feel when you have how can I say, like when you have such a movement, you feel what I'm saying? Like he has such a big movement, you know what I'm saying? And that you know, and it's like the movement that he has, you know, is making him seem like he's God, man. And that to me, that's because everybody is serving the wrong God, and he's not God. He might be the God.
They're taking the play on words literally.
Yeah, I know, Big, but I understand.
They're taking the
play,
words.
But they're, you know, and again, to each their own. Yes, they're taking a play on words, but it's just like you put him out there, like okay, like it's like the Pope. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, kiss my ring.
the Pope. Why does the Pope have millions and millions and millions of people out there kissing his hand and doing like, oh my gosh, you know, the Lord doesn't. The Lord says you can't be doing things like that. You can't be worshiping people, statues, and all this other stuff, saints, and nah, man, they didn't die on the cross.
Now I've heard several sermons about this, and I look at it a little different. Not that I agree with the Pope being who the Pope is, what he is. It's what the Pope signifies. He's the highest ranking, I believe, he's the highest ranking member or the highest ranking, in our terms, pastor in the Catholic religion. I believe, correct?
I think so. Yeah,
that's something we can look up.
So when they look at the Pope, they look at he is God's choice to lead them.
Yeah.
You know, and again, I don't understand it.
Me neither.
I would take the time to listen to get to understand it, but I think the gist of it is that he is, and not to simplify it, but is that he is the, in layman's terms, he's the head honcho, and this is why I think that under that religion they believe that he is their gateway. Talking to him is like talking to God. It's like when we talk to our pastors, you know, when we talk to our pastors. But we are also taught at the same time to pray to God ourselves.
That's right. I was just going to say that.
So
you know,
I mean, I don't understand it, but I would love for someone to explain it so that I do. You know, I never like to get into debates on religion, because if that's what you believe, you know, again, I have yet to be chosen to witness. And when that day comes, I'm all for it. You know what I mean? Like, hey, that's what it is. I get that part of it too. So, but for now, when you tell me that, you know, the biggest part of your life was kissing the hand of the Pope, you know, then that's not, and my religion does not call for that.
No.
Yes.
We don't kiss the ring of the pastor. We don't do it. But I understand if that's your religion, that's your religion. I mean,
absolutely.
Muslims, I think they pray to the east at certain times, and they pray to different directions at certain times. They fast different than we fast. Judaism, I don't know. Buddhism, I don't know that. I think I was taught that Buddhism is a more idealistic, you know. But again, I haven't read up on any of these things. All I know is what I believe in. And people have, and I've said this before, people will ask you, what if you're wrong? And my rebuttal is always going to be, what if I'm right?
That's a fact.
I'm going to go with that.
We're going to go with that.
Uncle says it all the time. I got it from him. I have adapted it. And if anybody was to ever ask me, what if you're wrong? What if you woke up tomorrow and you were wrong? Well,
I would say to that, he made a promise.
What if you wake, you know, and my uncle goes, he actually expands on it. He's like, what if you wake up tomorrow and you're wrong?
Yes.
You know what I mean? So I'm not
willing tomorrow and we're right.
Based on my level of faith, I'm not willing to gamble.
Budge.
Yeah, I'm not willing to roll the dice on that.
Nope.
You know? So
he made a promise. He made a rainbow. I'll wait. Wow. He made the rainbow.
Like I said,
my custom.
Oh, that's nice. I like that.
Oh, remember what I said though?
Yes.
That's I'll use that as an example of number one.
Well, I'll use the example like it's our podcast, so I'll say what I want on it.
Yeah.
Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life.
That's right.
John 14:6. Everybody take a look at it. No, that's the best. I don't know no other way. He's the one true living God. I believe in the Holy Bible, and that's that. If you don't, if you don't know, then you should go and check it out. You know what I mean? That's the best way I can tell you.
I say it all the time. Like,
basic
when I'm
instructions
mixing,
before you leave
and
Earth.
it goes to when I'm mixing or when I'm on the phone. If I'm on the phone with you, even if I'm talking to you in the street and we having a conversation,
Yep.
you have the opportunity to turn and walk away. You can hit the red button on your phone,
All day
or
long.
you can hang up. Yeah.
All day long.
Hey, you can do. Listen, the name up there is the Transformer.
Yes.
Steve, Transformer. So, things you don't like, you don't have to put up with.
That's right.
This is what y'all call the home of the brave,
All day.
land of the free.
And and what I'm telling you on this podcast, I represent Jesus Christ to the fullest. And I will always not even come back, because the Lord don't want us to come back. He said,
Everything through love and kindness.
through love and kindness will you draw thee. I was taught by that, DJ Cool Walter Stackhouse, and I was taught from my pastor, that's I don't know what's going on here. Somebody done implicated hold on 1 second. Bro, what just happened to my stuff? Y'all hear me?
Yep.
Let me see where we at. What just happened?
Did somebody try to chime in a message or something?
Yeah, I don't know. I think when I got the computer, somebody here we are. But so if you see C-Mac the Transformer, the Transformer is he said, be not conformed, but be transformed. You know what I'm saying? That's for. I'm for myself. I speak that for myself. I am transformed by the Lord Savior Jesus Christ. I am conforming to the world. You know what I'm saying? That's why I am the transformer. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not going. I go by what Christ say, and that's what I'm saying.
Steadfast and unmovable.
Huh?
Be steadfast and unmovable.
Yes, sir. And I'm on national, however you want to say it, on YouTube. I'm on all types, man. Saying this, I give my life to the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. I'm a servant, a friend of the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, and I'm a represent and die for him. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm not. I can't. I'm not going to transform to another human being, a pair, nobody. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to turn it into like a sermon, nothing like that. I'm just saying we got to stop glorifying the wrong people and the wrong things. You know what I'm saying? For those who are, to each their own. But I test you, or to go read the word in the Bible, man. And I think you guys would think twice. Again, it's not speaking from hate. It's just speaking, the truth. You know what I'm saying? The book of Hov, I understand what he's doing. It didn't go over my head. But to some people, the book of Hov, like it makes it seem like pompous, makes him seem like, now we got a book. Now, even though he don't say what holy book he wanted to put it in, but it's like a book. And some people, that's why some people follow him the way they follow him, because they think he's an extra book, like he's another, like a god or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So I think we serving the wrong thing, man.
Yeah.
And so I just feel, and then for kids, when kids see stuff like that, they still try. I look at not even just kids, but like even the young adults that still got like an immature mind frame. You know what I'm saying? Like my son's in his mid-20s, almost his early 20s, should I say? And that's all he talk about is getting, which is I think we all did, including myself at the time. You know what I'm saying? We all want to be fly. We all want the latest things, but but when who got the latest things? Only the rich has the latest things.
Yeah.
So that's what they looking up to. They looking up to, oh, but then you got the rich that ain't a billionaire yet, and they like, dang, I'm trying to become a billionaire. So who they looking at? Oh, especially from our culture. Our culture. I saw, they should be, I hope they can be transformed, man, and stop following the wrong thing as far as like money and things like that. Give Jay his props for like again bringing our genre of music to where it's at today, helping anyway, and making it, making it for his family and showing that us as black people we can be much more than you know what they see us as, what I'm saying, thugs and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Facts.
What I'm saying. So yeah. So that's why I wanted to, I wanted to touch on that today. You know what I'm saying? That we want to you know, is because of the love of money. We talked about that and the idolization. We talked about it. I think we got that out the way too, as far as idolization. You know what I'm saying? So
I just hope everybody, if they could, if they can conform to that, man, I hope they can conform to opening up that Bible, because that Bible got all the truth in it. You know what I'm saying? If you want to conform to something, y'all conform to that, man. You'll see your life change. So.
But as adults, also like, we can go back to us as just regular people, going back to regular people. Is that not like a corny thing to see grown men talk about other grown men?
Yeah, but that's solidly. That's why I thought we was having this podcast, this talk.
14.
Huh?
You big up people to a certain extent. People in your crew. I to be honest, I don't get it, but it is what it is.
And even you know what I'm saying, we can, like I said, celebrities, like we can even talk about like Michael Jordan. But it's kind of different. It's kind of different when it comes to Mike. People want just like the talent, like as far as the you know what I'm saying, versus like the money. Nobody's thinking about the money. People want, even though they want the talent. I know probably people will counter act and say like, "Yo, I want to have the talent before I can get the money." You feel what I'm saying? But that's how I look at it. Like I'm looking.
I think you're right. I think you're right.
What?
I think you're right.
You know what I'm saying? I think that's how I look at it, like LeBron James. They're not looking at LeBron James on like a warship level. Like Jay is like, cause like dudes is really worshiping this guy, man. Other like lots and lots of millionaires, like, and then again, it's mainly us, but there's other people out there as well, other type of races that's out there doing the same.
Hell yeah.
Me, like I said, to bring it back to regular people, I don't want to be one of them people. Like I said, like I would like as far as when it comes to basketball, that's just a competitive sport.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to be able to beat out all in, the people that's good. I want to go compete against the best because I just want to be like, yo, I'm the best. Absolutely. These dudes ain't saying they want to be the best. They saying like, yo, we're whole fat. The brunch is here. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, and they talk about it like, and it's dope, but you it's like, again, it's like clout chasing. That's what
I forgot what they used to call that back in the 70s and 70s and 80s. I think it was more like being with the it crowd at the it events, at the it dinners and the it lunches and the it brunches. The have to be on the to-do list, not do list, but the guest list for private parties and all that kind of stuff, man. It's just, for me, it's just a little weird. If I was invited, I'd go, but I'm not. I don't see myself stressing it to the way that they stress it. As if if he invites you to the party, then you must be somebody. You got to be somebody besides that party, man.
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
It's just besides anything you're invited to, you are something before you were invited to it. I think you should look at it as, okay, so I was invited. Okay, that doesn't. Is that going to solidify you just being there? That's what solidify you? And why does that solidify you being who you are? If you're an artist, if you're an artist and you all of a sudden now you invited to this big hoop to do, and
Yep.
now all of a sudden it's like, okay, so how does that happen? How does that happen? How are you in the position you're in that you have to be there? Because when I look back on Jay's career and how he did things and how things were presented to us, that they were the way they were going on, that's the last thing he would have did.
Yes.
Was solidify himself by being invited to something.
That's what I'm saying. That's
like,
exactly what I'm saying.
The very person that you're putting way up here, like, I gotta be where he is.
Yes.
He didn't get there by doing what you're doing.
What you're doing. Exactly. Yeah. Have worth, self-worth.
Yeah, exactly. So, hey, listen, man, I wish I could help him. I would sit down and eat every one of them at $185 a minute and go over this thing and help them get themselves together, man. But I can't. I don't have enough time. There's enough time in the day. But you can reach me. All platforms. Just hit me up, inbox or something, and we'll sit down at Alexis Diner and have a blast. Want to get you right, so that way you'll have your self-esteem where it needs to be.
Hey, yo, but I'm saying though, so if we do need your help and we contact you, do we go under the Walter Stackhouse?
Oh, yeah, you got jokes too.
It's on that link tree. Or what was it? Or Henry Booker.
What's the other one?
Henry Booker.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, B.I.G. But yo, man, I think we had a good talk on this one right here, man. He's still on again. I just want to put it out there. My disclaimer is it was never, because we're out there, regardless of, because right now I don't even see, one person watching us now, but we out there. So Hove and whoever else, Bleep, Hove, whoever, the Tennessee guy.
Yeah, Tennessee guy. Super nice as far as I'm concerned. Hey, I think he still got it. I'd book him.
You know what I mean? So listen. Our disclaimer is no hate because, like I said, Jay, my favorite hip hop artist of all time. But listen, we gotta check ourselves, man, and understand what we doing. You know what I mean? Because what they doing is like a form of idolization, man. So, but anyway, guys, man, you could have been anywhere in the world with us. I mean, anywhere in the world, but you were here with us. I appreciate y'all. We're going to sign off. I hope you enjoyed everything. Remember to keep Jesus first in everything you do. And we out. Dun, dun, dun.
What up, Jay? Yeah, you know what to do. It's always a pleasure.
You know it.
Being on with you guys, man.